Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. So today we're having just an absolutely beautiful day. It's close to 70 degrees. I think it was like 68 or 69. You can still see I got the snow brushes out because I know better. Middle of March is not a time to be celebrating spring, although I think today is officially the first day of spring. March 21st, yes, because it's my daughter's birthday today. So I wanted to get out here and work on the Pontiac a little bit. So I haven't touched a car since last October. Just been crazy busy. The weather got terrible quickly this year. I think 2 weeks before Thanksgiving we ended up getting a snowstorm and some really cold weather, and it just hasn't given up since. It's just been relentless. So I'm out here today. I want to get some work done. I wish I would have recorded it, but the car sat since last October. So we got November, December, January, February, March, basically 5 months. Hasn't moved. Not my intention. My intention for keeping it at home was to drive it throughout the winter on some nice days, because normally over the last 10-15 years we'd get a few nice days sprinkled in there and nice enough to go for a ride in it. But we didn't, no such thing this year. If we did have a little bit of a warmer day, it rained and then it would freeze and turn to ice overnight. So it was just terrible. Anyways, I was really impressed. I didn't have a tender on it. I didn't have no battery charge or anything on the battery. I had put a new Walmart battery, one of those Ever Starts, in it, and she sat all in some pretty cold weather, hasn't moved an inch or attempted to start it, and she fired right up. She popped right off right away. She started, killed, started, killed, started, and then it ran all the way through. So I'm still, last year, if you guys remember from my previous video, I'd done some work on trying to bring the idle down. It was a big vacuum leak underneath the intake manifold. I'm not happy with the way she's running. I still feel like there's something going on. So I'm just gonna kind of level set. I know that the work that I did is good. Pretty sure I got all the big vacuum leaks. So I bought a collection of vacuum hoses. I bought some new spark plugs. I bought some AC Delcos. I figured I'll put the originals back in. So what I'm going to do today is I am going to start changing the plugs. Now, I'm going to do the easy ones first, and then depending on how hard it is to get to the back, the ones in the back, I may have to ask for my neighbor Jeff across the street to help me replace the ones along the firewall. But we'll give it a try. I don't want to go out. I don't want my back to go out. But we're gonna do that. I'll take you guys along for the ride, and I'll bleep out all the swearing. So yeah, I just picked it up, and then I also picked up temp sensor, because I think the temp gauge might be off. It might be the speedometer cluster too. But I figured all those components look like they're originals. So I'm going to put a new temp sensor in it. I think last fall I remember that the cooling fan wasn't kicking on and the car was getting hot. So I'm going to replace the cooling fan sensor, and I'm also going to replace the cooling fan relay. But we'll do that down the road. Today, my intention today is let's get the spark plugs replaced, and then maybe we'll take her for a ride before I call it a day. So okay, I'm just gonna leave the camera running, so I'll edit out stuff. So if you see me jump around, that's what's going on. Okay, so we're just gonna start out with 3 of them. Got the nice AC Delcos. I didn't get crazy on the kind of plugs that I got. I went with the original AC Delco copper core, which is what they used originally. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I need to see what the gap is supposed to be on these though. 1986 Pontiac Fiero V6 spark plug gap. Recommended 0.045. Standard 0.045 is the standard. So last year I bought this really nice spark plug kit. I really like it. I don't think I got it on Amazon, but it's got everything you need plus a torque wrench for torquing the spark plugs down. But isn't that nice? Let's see if I can get you a better view of it. Check it out. Yeah, it's got all the spark plug wrenches you ever need, a gapper, comes with an extension and a torque wrench. And it wasn't a lot of money either, so I'm sure it'd be different now with the tariffs. But all right, man, I haven't gapped a spark plug in a long time. Remember when I worked at Toyota back in the 80s, all their spark plugs all came pre-gapped and they had little protectors on the end. Okay. 0.045. See? There we go. You probably can't see it. Anyways, it's 0.045. You have to take my word for it. Alright, we'll do one at a time. I figure if I do one at a time, then we'll only break one at a time. Oh, it's magnetic. It's not a rubber thing, it's a magnetic, just sucks it right in. Oh, I like that. Sweet. Alright, see if we can get these off of here without cutting our fingers. There we go. Well, let's see what these things look like. Oh my God, they're loose. I was not expecting that. Yeah, I was definitely not expecting that. Actually, I'm gonna spray in there. I bought some, I don't know if this is something you guys do or not, but I bought some brake clean just to blow off some of this stuff out of here. Oh, I guess I bought foaming brake clean. Same difference though. I didn't even know they made foaming brake clean. Guess I should have read the can. Well, looks like somebody already put new plugs in here. Except I put the 45s in there, and these are the RT42s. Mine are more like the factory ones. But whoever put them in there didn't even bother to tighten them up. Alright, well, these are not going back in. We got the new ones, we're going to put the new ones in there. Pretty anal about the gap, so you guys are like, you don't need to be that precise. I know. Okay, 45, right on the money.
Hi, Ed.
Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, good. Enjoying the weather.
Yes.
You be quiet in there, Han. Click. Click, okay.
Where are you, on downstairs?
Alright, let's see what this one does. Yeah, loose. Can't believe it. I mean, like, not even torqued down, like somebody screwed them in. The car wouldn't run though, would it? Yeah, I suppose it's just enough to trap enough air. At the end of the day, as the pressure is building up in the cylinder, the threads will go up against. Well, I'm gonna get some in there, but it's really clean down there, so you look good. You don't look bad at all. I'm a little upset that whoever put them in didn't tighten them. What are you gonna do? Da, 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 da. I remember on those Nippon Densos we used to use on Toyotas, you hardly ever had to gap them. They were always perfect. Plus they kind of came pre-gapped, but I don't know. This is definitely needs to be pushed in. Oh, this one's way off. All right. Oh, way to go, Ed. $45, right on the money. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Alright, so we've done 2 plugs, and so far, both of them were loose. Well, let's see how bad this one is. Guys, I didn't even have to. My God. I didn't even have to. Oh my God, that's bad. I probably could have finger done that one. The crazy thing is, I think I actually see streaks of like air getting or stuff getting past the threads. Yeah, I just noticed those. exhaust bolt that's loose too. You know what? I'm gonna screw this one back in there because I see a little bit of debris on the edge. I'm gonna blow some brake clean in there. You know what? Should check the gap on these things. Let's see. Gap is perfect. So whoever did the work at least gapped them. They look good too, but this one's only at 40 thousandths. It says ideally it should be at 45. I don't really think that's going to make a difference. And this one's about 38. They went a little bit conservative on the gap, but you know, if under normal driving conditions, that stuff doesn't really matter. What it really matters is when you're at the extreme, like extreme temperatures, when it's really cold out, or at high speed. Like, look at this thing. This thing's at a 50. The gap is 50. It's within the spec, but the ideal is 45. So I'm going to go ahead and close it up a little bit. Let's try that. Got the 3 in, the easy ones. Now I'm going to just take a quick break, and then we're going to attempt the back bank. So last weekend I started putting spark plugs in. Last Saturday it was around 67 degrees outside, and I got the 3 in, as you guys are about to witness. And but then I because of my bad back and my hip, I couldn't get to the back 3. So I asked my neighbor, Jeff, I think you guys have seen him on the channel before, and I asked Jeff if he could help me put those back 3 plugs in. So unfortunately I didn't record it. And one of the reasons I didn't record it is he came on Sunday to do it, and it was almost 70, or it was 70 degrees last Saturday. Sunday it was 25 degrees out, and the winds were just howling, 40-45 miles an hour gusts. So he ended up changing them for me, and I'm grateful for that. That's a lot of work, and he had to get back there and shove it in there, and I just couldn't move around. I was just having one of my bad hip and back days, probably because of the weather change. But today I'm a little bit better. But he put the plugs in, and like I told you guys, I'm going to do a step at a time here. I don't want to just keep throwing parts at it. But I started out with the plugs, and last fall I had replaced the cap and rotor when I did the gaskets for the intake plenum, because of the high idle. Now I think we got the high idle kind of taken care of, but I thought that the car still wasn't running right. And what I did is when I put the plugs in, I noticed that they were all really loose. Like, I didn't even have to break them loose. I put the socket on it, and basically the weight of the wrench, it was all it needed, and they were already loose. I'm not going to say that was the problem. I mean, it probably didn't make it better, but I don't know if it actually made it bad or not, because you can finger tighten a plug in there and you'll get some loss of compression, but you know, in my mind, I'm thinking as the piston's going up, those threads in there are pushing up against the threads in the cylinder head, and it's going to create a seal. Not a great seal, but it'll create a seal, and then the wires itself will kind of hold the spark plug in place. So not ideal, but I don't know how much performance got impacted by that. So probably not much, but you know, we're going to take a look. So today it's about right now it's 36 degrees outside. I haven't started the car all week. I've been getting onboarded at my my new gig, so just completely dedicated to that. So I'm back to just working on the weekends on the channel and the cars, and I really won't have much of an opportunity during the week. Maybe a little bit in the evening if I'm in a good place. I could probably do some car stuff in the evening during the week probably after 5:30, 6 o'clock, and the days are getting longer, so it's a possibility, but I'm actually going to have to commit more on Saturdays and Sundays now to the channel. So kind of back to the way things were 6 months ago. I'm grateful for everything that I have and grateful for the opportunities that are in front of me. So we'll see how this works out, but I still need to work on my cars because that's how I stay sane in this crazy world that we live in. So I'm gonna this is gonna be a true cold start. 37, 36 degrees outside right now, with the new plugs in it. I'll take you guys along we'll start it up. We're gonna let it run. We're gonna see if the idle comes down. I'm not gonna probably take it out for a ride till tomorrow because I just don't feel like moving my wife's Escape. So just been running around today. Had to get the dogs over to the vet and stuff, so we're gonna give it a whirl. So my neighbor just pulled out of the driveway, so the good thing is I can run it now and not feel guilty about stinking up the yard, because for some reason this Fiero, when it runs, it runs a little rich, or at least it used to, and it just stinks. So I usually am very aware of not upsetting my neighbors since they put up with all my stuff. And someday I'm going to buy a house that's more out in the county, in the wilderness, where I don't have to worry about that. But for now, we live in the city, so we do the best we can. I love living in the city, though, but when it comes to the car hobby, it kind of sucks when you're actually situationally aware that your neighbors are there. So it's a pretty good view, I think, right? Yeah, okay. So this is about to be a cold start on the Pontiac, and I've been working my butt off on it. Wanted to show you guys. The tachometer still doesn't work, but I ordered the wiring kit and the condenser. So apparently on that, this is broken, probably why it's coming out of that condenser, and it's probably why my tachometer is not working. So before I go and replace the dashboard, I ordered this, but I was hoping it was going to be here by today, and of course it's not, and it's actually falling apart even more. So, but I got all that coming, and I'm going to replace the condenser as well. Oh, I also bought a new coil. I've got a nice new coil to put on there. So new coil, new condenser, that'll come. So little by little. There's no reason to rush or hurry up and just keep throwing parts at it. We're going to be very methodical. Plus it makes it easy on my budget. All right, here we go. don't know when this thing stopped recording, but the idle's down. Not as far down as I'd like it. I don't like how it smells. It's running rich. This shouldn't be running rich. With a fuel-injected car, the exhaust stinks. It stinks like it's heavy of fuel. Okay, well, we'll continue this tomorrow. Maybe I'll replace those sensors. So I was having a cooling problem before, so I bought a fan relay, temp switch, and a temp sensor. I also got a new coil and the condenser and the tack wire from the, well, that's coming from the Fiero store. And I did get the coil, but I'm not going to go through the trouble of removing the coil until I get the tack and the condenser. Maybe, depending on how work goes, I'll get those done Monday night after work. All depends on the weather. We're lucky that it's staying lighter out later. I'm happy about that. Well, after my wife gets home around 6 o'clock, she's okay with having a late dinner, maybe I'll share with you guys. We'll do the coil and the tachometer condenser. Plus, I kind of want to show you guys what I'm talking about. But these wires right here, the connector came out broken, so that's why my tachometer is probably not working. Well, at least that's one big reason. Now I could fix it, and the tachometer in the dash still might be messed up. We'll find out. Seems like I got a little bit of a loose belt too. Okay, I'm going to shut her down. I'll continue this journey tomorrow. Okay, so we're in the Pontiac, and I gotta go get some gas because we're just about out when the thing goes. So I'm gonna take her for a ride here. Alright, we're gonna get some gas. Looks like it's still powered on. I'm gonna try using my cap one. I'm gonna stop this. I just put $30 of premium, which is like 6 gallons of gas. Mobile, so premium plus, so whatever they call it. She's chugging a little bit. Not happy with the way it's running. The idle's down. It doesn't bang so much. You step on the gas though, she's running pretty good. I'm just gonna spin her around the neighborhood a little bit. I got Antonella holding the camera for me because apparently I don't know how to use whatever they call this thing, a GoPro. It's very frustrating. But it's a beautiful day in southeastern Wisconsin. We hit 63, 64. It's going to start cooling down now that we're starting to get more towards the end of the day. But, yeah, she's been running good. Brakes feel good. A little noisy when I step on them, but I think they just need to be driven. Car sat outside on concrete, but it still sat outside. I gotta fix that tack. Hopefully, maybe Monday night or one of these nights after work, or I'll have to wait till Saturday to do it. Put a new coil in it, then we'll go from there. What do you think? How do you think she's running?
I think she's running all right.
Yeah. Yeah, it just chugs a little bit when we're stopped. I gotta nail that. It's probably nothing real serious, and I gotta hook up a tachometer to it because I'm just not feeling good. I still think the idle's too high. But until I actually know what it is.
Where would you put it?
No, the tachometer, I actually gotta work. I have one, but it's not working, see? It's no go, no place. She no go good. It's the way my dad would say it. It's a no good. It's a piece of you know what. I really enjoy driving this car when I'm struggling with my back and my hip because it's I don't have to worry about shifting. It's actually really comfortable. And with all the weight that I lost over the winter, I lost 100 pounds. It's actually easier to get in and out. Well, it still hurts, but with my hip. But once I'm in, I got room. I'm not like squeezed up against the steering wheel. So I'm really proud about that, and hopefully it'll allow me to several more years of enjoying cars. Good. I got the same problem I had last year. It looks like she's overcharging, but it's not acting like it's overcharging. Yeah, like show everybody that. And watch when I step on the gas. It almost pins it. Yeah, see? And then if I let off on the gas, it kind of goes down. But it's not acting like there's something wrong with it. Like the blinkers are still slow and we'll get it figured out. If I keep the speeds down, it stays under. Oh yeah, it's got some good. This thing's got some good pickup. I think we definitely have a performance improvement with the new plugs and actually being torqued into place. It's got some some good acceleration. Putting some fresh gas in it probably doesn't hurt either. So another reason why I wanted to drive it today is I just want to start getting the confidence of getting farther and farther away from the house, and that's something that I've always struggled with. With these old cars, I always hesitate about going too far away from home because I don't know what to expect. Now, I've owned this car since June of 2024, I think is when I bought it, right?
I believe
Maybe 2
so.
years in June.
Mm-hmm.
So in June of 2024 is when I bought it, and I finally kind of got a nice set of wheels on it. We did a lot of work, all the relays. I had the fuel pump relay harness was just all, somebody had gone in there and just Mickey Moused all the wires. So I got that all cleaned up with some really nice brand new connectors and wiring. You know, it still needs a lot of work, but as I'm driving this thing, it doesn't feel like it's really a high idle anymore, right?
I can't feel it, to tell you, be honest.
You know, we can tell at the next stop sign, there's not a lot of cars. I'm gonna put it in neutral and then just see how hard she hits it to drive.
Might be all the potholes.
Oh, potholes definitely make for a shitty experience. See, a little bit of chugging. Okay. Neutral? Not too bad. Okay, reverse. I think she still hits hard. And it still stinks. So it's still running rich. Yeah, can you smell that, honey?
Yes.
It stinks, right? It
Yeah.
smells like gasoline.
Definitely overpowering.
Yeah. But anyways, enjoy the drive through my neighborhood, Forest Park, Wisconsin, or Kenosha, Wisconsin, in the Forest Park neighborhood. Put a few more miles on it. Make a right on 60th, and I want to see if we got all three gears. You know, it's something I haven't checked or paid attention to.
How do you check that?
We just listen for the shifts.
For the person that doesn't know.
This thing is really chugging.
Now I feel it.
You feel that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it shouldn't be doing that.
It's shaking.
Yeah.
You need to drive it.
Yeah, that's
Clear its
part
throat.
of it. Yeah. Here we go. Second gear. Got all three. Downshift. Up back on the third. It's running good. We'll run it up to the VFW and then head home. Because now the next thing is I don't know if she's running warm or not, because I think that gauge isn't working either. Well, piece at a time, sweetheart. Don't make fun of her. She's sensitive. She's sensitive. You talk bad of her, she reacts negatively. was off by like 5 miles. I had that speed sign there. Said that we're going 35 and only says 30 on the speedometer back there, so. Oil pressure's good. Thinking right now we're about 1500 RPM. Is that about 25, 30 pounds of oil pressure? You getting a call?
Should you answer it? Or you
No,
not?
who is it?
It's 8.
Who is it?
It's 8.
Call. Answer. Chugging. Now I don't know if it's just because of the way my exhaust sounds. You know what I mean? I don't want to hit your walker back there. Do you want to work your way to the car?
Sure. Yeah.
Can you? Is this enough for you to open the door? Actually, let me go forward. Once you get out, I'll back up. Okay. That was fun. That was a good drive. All right. Everyone, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and we're just going to continue to build on it. So this is the drive that we took after I replaced the intake gasket and the spark plugs. The car definitely runs better, definitely has more power, still running rich, and she's chugging when I got her in gear. You know, I put her in drive, it hits hard because I think the idle's still high. Now, is it chugging because the idle's so high and I'm forcing it down? Or do I still got a vacuum leak somewhere? So those are things we're going to work on one step at a time. Like I said, I'm not just going to keep throwing stuff at it. We're going to be very methodical. We're going to make sure that all the cooling system stuff is done. I'm going to maybe try to, I don't even get a check engine light. So according to the onboard ECM, this thing's running great. There's no check engine light coming on. So anyways, till next time, the next time we're going to replace all the temp sensors, make sure the cooling fan's working. And while we're in there, if there's any vacuum hoses, can you hand me that kit? So what I did is on Amazon, I bought this vacuum line kit. It comes with all the T's, vacuum connections, and a whole bunch of different size hoses. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's like 12 different sizes of hose and all the T's and connectors that go with it. This car's 40 years old. I'm sure we have some more leaks. So we're gonna try to replace as many of the hoses, but we want to do it right. We want it to look good. I don't want it to look like a cat went in there and did all the work. I want it to be professional, or as professional as I can get. So it'll be vacuum lines, vacuum tees, and the temp sensors and everything that I showed you. So until next time, guys, don't forget to take care of each other, and I really appreciate you for watching. Bye. Bye.